So I've made a lot of videos in the past talking about FIFA, and to be honest, most of these videos are sort of criticisms of FIFA and sort of talking about the state it's currently in. And to be honest with you, I thought FIFA, or FC25 as I should call it, couldn't get any worse, but it has. And I made a video quite a long while ago now talking about FC25 and how the game is already dead, despite it being out for only such a short period of time when I recorded it. And now almost 5 months later after I made that video, nothing has changed at all, and if anything it's probably declined even further. And I'm not sure about you guys watching, but the FIFA content I used to consume back in the day was obviously people playing FIFA. Whether it was pack openings, career modes, road to glories, foot champion grinds, you name it. But now I feel that all the FIFA content I see nowadays is just people criticising the game. I can't tell you how many videos I've seen plastered all over my YouTube recommended that are just videos most of the time from FIFA YouTubers I grew up watching who are just criticising FIFA and the state it's in. And to be honest, it's really hard to disagree with those videos and what they're saying. Now, many of us grew up watching FIFA, and if you're watching this video, I assume you are a FIFA player or you were a FIFA player. And for many of us, FIFA was that escape from reality that we always needed. And I mean, if you are a football fan, which is probably everyone who watches this channel, and you had a console, you played FIFA. Everyone did. I did. I literally grew up playing this game. I've loved football ever since I can remember, and FIFA was that football game for me that I played growing up. But yeah, I just remember loading up that Xbox 360 back in the day. I feel old now, and just loading up FIFA 13 for the first time, and then from then on I was just hooked. FIFA would be the only game I played at times, and it was the game that all my friends played as well. I genuinely have so many memories attached to it, right from FIFA 12, which was my first FIFA, and to be honest, seeing from what it went from FIFAs like FIFA 14, FIFA 15, FIFA 17, which were my personal favourites, to seeing where it is now, it's just kind of sad. It feels like wasted potential in a way. Or maybe not wasted potential, because there were some really good FIFAs back in the day that brought us a lot of joy. But I just feel like modern FIFAs particularly just have so much more to give and add to their game. When you were playing an old FIFA, you felt like you were having fun, and the game felt well thought out and detailed. Whereas now the development, to me, it just feels so lazy. It's like they're just copying and pasting the same game every year, and there is nothing new, innovative or exciting about it. And to be honest, I think that cycle has been repeating ever since about FIFA 22, at least in my opinion. I genuinely have no idea what's going on at EA headquarters and what the thinking is, because this game has been criticised for so long, for years and years now, by so many of its players. And for me, the game has been declining for such a long time as well. And players of the game and content creators are just shouting for something to change, but nothing ever happens. I feel like as a company, they're just satisfied with making the same game every year, because they know people are just going to fall into the trap and buy it. And that's going to make them money, and that's their objective as a business. I just feel like when it comes to the sort of development, when it comes to making the game, I just feel like there's no passion behind it anymore. And the developers don't really care about their fan base. Maybe someone can correct me in the comments, but ever since about FIFA 22, maybe earlier, but ever since then, I just feel like all the FIFAs that have been released since that, there's just been no change to it at all. I can't tell you any new sort of features or additions that has been added that actually makes me say, wow, you know, this is actually a good feature. Don't get me wrong, there's obviously been updates here and there, but for me, there's just been like nothing of significance. And I do know a counterpoint to all of this is a lot of people are just going to say I'm being nostalgic, because I have had a lot of comments like that before, and I can kind of understand where you're coming from. I do understand that, because I'm used to playing the old FIFAs obviously, and I grew up playing them, and obviously I'm a bit older now, so I don't have as much time to play FIFA. But the quality of this game for me is just so bad. I think it's just beyond people being nostalgic at this point. I think they're just genuinely starting to see the game for what it is. And I think a majority of people would agree with me when I say that this game has been on a steady decline for quite some time now. Like, going back to my old point about content creators in this FIFA space, a lot of these guys aren't even making FIFA videos anymore, because it's just not entertaining and they have no content to really work with. Very recently, Team of the Seasons was announced and released for FC25, and for many years, for me personally, this was the biggest promo of the whole FIFA year, because every week, to be honest, every day, we were getting blessed with all these new, fresh, new Team of the Season cards with some absolutely insane stats, and everyone would be on the game hyped up, opening packs and just grinding to get these Team of the Season cards. And yeah, it was such a big promo back in like old FIFAs. This FIFA, I just feel like nobody cares. Nobody even talks about it. I legit have not seen hardly any hype around this year's Team of the Season. It was literally announced and just ignored by everybody. I feel like it just adds to the point that nobody is playing this game anymore, because nobody cares about it anymore. That's at least what I understand from my friends and the people in my circle. Literally no one plays it anymore because they don't care. The game is just sat there collecting dust. And just actually playing the game of FIFA as well just feels so dull and depressing. You're just waking up and doing the same thing each time. Wake up, get on FIFA at 6 PM, check the promos, do the objectives, practice, maybe do an icon SBC once in a while, whatever. It just feels the same thing again and again and again, and it doesn't have that rewarding feeling. I just feel like nowadays with FIFA content creators, players, whatever, I just feel like nobody cares about this game anymore, and that's not their fault. It's just the game doesn't make it possible for someone to be excited and passionate about it. And if you've been a subscriber of this channel and watched some of my previous FIFA videos I've made in the past, you will have heard me say this before, but I think one of the main reasons for FIFA declining is the cards, the promos that get introduced. Like, it's just too much. I always go by the saying less is more, and in FIFA, and to be honest, just gaming in general, that kind of sounds a bit counterintuitive. When you're making or playing a game, you want as much objectives, as much characters, as much features as possible that makes it intriguing for you. But I don't think that's the case with FIFA. I think it's a bit of an anomaly. Like, something that annoys me with this FIFA so much nowadays is the fact that you can literally quote unquote complete this game in like a month if you put enough time into it and enough effort and play your cards correctly. You can have a maxed out squad within a month of playing, sometimes even much less than that, because it's so easy to get access to these crazy high rated cards because they're just instantly at your disposal and you can grab these cards almost straight away, whereas back in the day a flipping 90 rated card was such a luxury to have in your team and it was such a flex. I remember back in FIFA 14, FIFA 15 being excited over packing the most basic inform card you could think of from the team of the weeks, but nowadays you get those cards and you're just discarding them, and nowadays you can get cards that are so much better than that just instantaneously with little to no effort required. And something that's concerning for me was seeing this stat. Just look at this for a minute. This graph shows the number of Hooligangs by FIFA from FIFA 13 to when I pretty much started up to FIFA 22. Look how much it's increased. If you don't know what Hooligang is, it's essentially cards with 80 plus stats in every department, and the reason why it's called Hooligang is because Hulit was it was either the first card or at least one of the first cards to have this, and these type of cards were super rare to get, especially in the old FIFAs, as you can see by the graph. Because look, in FIFA 13 there was 0, then there was 4 in FIFA 14, and then you go to FIFA 22 and there's 184. It's genuinely just crazy. And like I said, these type of cards was just so rare to get, especially in old FIFAs, and now they're just in abundance. And not to mention the gameplay of this year's FIFA as well is so bad. It's just becoming unplayable. I don't know if it's the same thing on PC. If there's any PC players, maybe let me know. But for us console players, the input delay in particular this year has just been unacceptable. I don't know if that's just a me thing and I'm just washed at the game, but I've never been bad at FIFA. I've always been quite decent at it. But the passing this year as well is so bad. Like, I feel like whenever I aim to pass at a specific player, it's like the game takes over and passes in a completely different direction to a different player. And something that I still struggle to understand to this day is why other game modes in FIFA have just been completely neglected in comparison to Ultimate Team. I know, of course, Ultimate Team is obviously EA's most unique selling point, and that's what makes the game so popular, and that's probably where they earn the most money from. So I understand why a majority of efforts go into that. But the other game modes themselves, they are still fairly popular. There's still a lot of players playing them, but they've just been abandoned. Like, career mode and pro clubs are very popular parts of FIFA, and were some of my favourite modes in FIFA. And of course, we have had a few updates to career mode here and there, but it's never been anything exciting or significant. The same goes for pro clubs as well, which is a mode that so many people enjoy and so many people create content from. And yeah, man, like I said, nowadays a lot of the FIFA content I see from FIFA creators is just negativity, and it's just criticizing the game, because I think the FIFA community at this point, this sounds silly, but I think it's at a breaking point. For years, EA have just produced just straight mid FIFAs, but people have just been accepting it. But as it slowly declined more and more, people are becoming more and more in tuned into what this game truly is, and they're becoming more frustrated, and to be honest, rightly so. But yeah, I don't know, man, I just think the game has been declining for so long, and I don't like saying this, but I really think FIFA as a franchise the future is looking very bleak. And to be honest, this is going to sound like super like doom and gloom, but I genuinely think it's coming to an end at this point. And to be honest, unless things change quickly, it's just going to keep declining and declining and declining, and people will just forget it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Maybe you completely disagree with me, and if you do think FIFA nowadays is in a good place and you enjoy it, good. I'm very happy for you, and you should continue to enjoy it. But I think for a lot of us, the feeling is the opposite. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you have enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe, because it always helps. I just want to say thank you for all the support recently as well. We've been gaining quite a lot of subscribers, so it's been really surprising, so thank you for that. And yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Discussing Ball.